been getting what I earned. The low wasn't never a concern. I see I got the gift, don't count the blessings. I played the odds and I changed directions. I hoard all the dreams and they come true.
Yo, I'm the 2K MC, here to tell you about the upcoming events in the neighborhood. This weekend, check out Rush 1v1. Win 4 games in a row for a chance to earn exclusive Rush apparel, VC, and more. On Wednesday, meet your competition in the cages, because all day long, you can jump high and earn double ref.
A subway system in Manhattan. And let's go.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court deep.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Sexton finds Allen. Here's Nance. Great pass to set up the lane.
No, sit down. No, Elijah.
Used to getting pushed around a little bit, Larry Nance Jr. does a nice job of finding enough room to score.
Pass to Barrett. And here is Holmes. Takes the three. Buries it from three-point range. Well, Greg, we know what kind of energy the junior plays with on the floor. That's led to energy company Mobile One reaching out for him to be a spokesman.
And it just feels like all the Fortune 100 companies are reaching out to Junior. And this guy's destined for greatness, and the offers are just rolling in.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Sexton. Sweet little floater.
So sit over there.
Sexton's got his second bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Barrett kicks to Payton. Over to the left wing. Holmes. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Holmes got 5 points so far. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Inside. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Sexton. 8 points for Darius Garland.
What a quarter right here, establishing some confidence. 4 of 5 shooting the ball.
Payton looking around. Pass to Holmes. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Shot's good by Gibson.
Good decision making by Taj Gibson. Knows he has the green light to shoot that quick jumper.
Outside, Sexton.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Barrett the pass to Holmes. He dishes it to Gibson. Lays it up and banks it in. Gibson's got his second bucket of the night.
Taj Gibson's postgame continues to improve, that time showing a nice touch.
That's a 2 from Sexton. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying. And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Cleveland, they've got Jared Allen. He's out there with JaVale McGee. Hands out there with Garland. And it's Windler in at the 2 guard. Pass to Windler. On the wing, Nance. Puts one up from 19. No good. Shot missing. And New York will come the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
And the rejection by Holmes. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Nance. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. So both teams making some changes here. To the paint. Here's Okoro, and Okoro throws it down.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Payton kicks to Holmes. In the corner, it's Toppin. And it's sent back by Drummond. Nance outside. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Here's Toppin. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And so here's Cleveland. 4-point game coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
Yeah, I bet it was pretty quiet in that locker room after that game. When it hit overtime, it was a matter of which team had more energy left, and seemingly it wasn't them.
Holmes can't connect from long distance. With 1 on the clock, that shot no good. And that's it for the first half of action. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. Deciding to change it up. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Oof. Well, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree. Rivers out there with Barrett. Then there's the Miracle Man. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Toppin in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Nance passes to Allen. It's good. Allen's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Here's Holmes. Good on the 3-point shot. Holmes got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Garland, the pass to Allen. 1:32 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Nance. No good that time.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Cleveland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. The shot's good from Nance. And that's now 7 points for Larry Nance.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Holmes. No good on that one. Nance with some nice D. The Cavaliers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Garland. Second shot opportunity, and the layup good by McGee. McGee's got 5.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Barrett kicks to Toppin. Some nice passing by New York here. And it's Holmes off the drop.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Noel's checked in for Toppin. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Again, more and more of these pick and rolls help Sexton settle into the pace of play.
Rivers passes to Holmes. Over Nance. And it's off the back rim. No good. Now here's Okoro. Guarded closely. The 3. The shot's good from Nance. Now it's a 5-point Cleveland lead.
Nance Jr. wasting no time and quick decision-making, helping out that possession.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Cavaliers lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Drummond. Larry Nance out there with Allen. Then it's Okoro. And it's Sexton in at the point.
While using some serious moves and lateral quickness, that gets him right past the defense. Julius Randle with a nice move.
The pass to Drummond. Kicks to Sexton. Back to Drummond. High post Allen. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, you could throw it just about anywhere for Larry Nance Jr., and then he'll know what to do with it.
Passes it to Holmes. Back to Rose. Pass to Noel. Just 5 to shoot. Holmes. Off target with his 3. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And with a fourth quarter push coming. Up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Love's checked in for Jared Allen, and it's Garland in for Nance.
Well, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Here's a Okoro.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Knicks trail by 6. Quickly defended by Sexton. Holmes with it. Floats it up for Randall. Pass to Noel. Here's Holmes. From outside the arc. Sexton grabs the board.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Okoro kicks to Drummond. Randall against Love. Sexton against Holmes. And Sexton slams it in.
When you don't get in his way, Sexton's going to get up there and throw it down.
Rose passes to Holmes. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Sexton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Sexton's got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs. New York, they're working against the clock now. Out to the right wing. To Holmes. The pass to Noel. Holmes down low. Vicious to Noel. 5 to shoot. Rose kicks to Holmes. New York, no good that time either. Cleveland leading by 10. .141 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the teardrop. The shot by Sexton, no good. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony.
Wow.
Katrina right there like it's tennis, no cap 20,000 on the beat. I just pulled up with a diva, she bougie as they be leeching, they say that it's cheaper to keep her and cheaper to leave her. Italian linen, them clean as a priest. I need no features, no cap when I'm preaching these facts and you speak. Don't drink a bun on the back of my sneakers. This on my own, just like Ace from the clean street. I still got Ace from the teacher. Stepped out on the floor, I had hate from the bleach. Rain the alarm, it was 2 minutes. I ship it off like a message. Trying to heat this up, what's the temperature? For some reason, they all on my cellular. Can't lose, so don't be a competitor. Whipping 392's not the Tesla. It's a habit hustling on the regular. Ain't know that was your. Like how my net look like a chandelier. I mean how my net look like a chandelier. Drop 2,500 just on some gear. I don't you know my pill. 10 steps ahead too far from the real. I slow but I see that clear. Man above only man that I feel. Leveled up, we in 2 different tiers. Lost so much just in 2 different years. Yeah, I hide in my bag, now I'm gone. Ain't no way I can cap in my song. Free new birds so they send them on home. Where I'm from, gotta keep you. All the hate, I don't condone. Smelling strong like a long. In my zone, I can't pick up the phone. I'm grown, I may CEO. You scream, this Venus, I might tell a collar. Water on water, Katrina right there like it's tennis, no cap 20,000 on the beat. I just pulled up with a diva, she bougie as be leeching it. think I was. You scream, this Venus, I might tell a color water on water, Katrina right there like it's tennis, no cap 20,000 on the beat. I just put up with a diva, she bougie as they be leeching, they say that it's cheaper to keep her, it's cheaper to leave her. Italian linen, I'm clean as a priest. I need no features, no cap when I'm preaching these facts and speak. Don't drink a bun on the back of my sneakers. This on my own, just like Ace from the clean street. I still got Ace from the teacher, stepped out on the floor, I that hate from the bleach. Rain up.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV. Let's jump right in.
First up, Allie LaForce is your conduit to all the players at all the big NBA games. And she's bringing her courtside experience to all of your games in NBA 2K21.
We put
Greetings and best wishes for a happy payday.
Well, Kevin and guys,
Thanks, David. So the New York starting five, Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. And it's Rose, then it's Noel. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Actually out there with command, he's checked in for New York. 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
What's up? And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Now Embiid, he had 19 points in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
Rose scanning the floor, and the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Knicks also changing it up. Taj Gibson's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Toppin comes in for Randall. And it's Burks in for Rose. Here's Holmes. Rebound by the 76ers. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Milton. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. New York comes into this following a loss to Cleveland. And Gibson kicks to Holmes. Fires for 3. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Burks.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Milton the pass to Maxey. Back to Milton. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Holmes. Embiid trying to break loose. Harris's shot is good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Back to Embiid. And the pass to Milton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bangs home the trifecta. 8 points for Tobias Harris.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second-chance buckets.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Maxey. He had 10 points in the win against Cleveland. Pass to Embiid, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
From deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Philadelphia 76ers. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Here from Africa, at the end of the day.
Changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Tony Bradley. Shake Milton comes in for Dwight Howard. And Maxey subbed in for Seth Curry. Then for the Knicks, Miracle Man, he's checked in for R.J. Barrett. Alec Burks comes in for Austin Rivers. And it's Rose in for Peyton. Rose, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Maxey, and it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Holmes passes to Gibson. Back to Holmes. Over Thibault. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Holmes.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. Their three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
Now, here's Maxey. He's tightly guarded. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Embiid, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Holmes kicks to Toppin. A 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Maxey. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer. And so it's Philadelphia ahead by 9 as the And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight has checked in for Embiid. Tony Bradley. He comes in for Green. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Shake Milton. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The precision passer Curry also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
On the court for the Knicks, they've got Austin Rivers. Miracle Man is out there with Barrett. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's Toppin in at the center, filling out the middle. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
Tremendous court awareness by Payton.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Philadelphia. They host the Spurs after this one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Down low, here's Bradley. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Curry kicks to Bradley. To the middle. Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Barrett slams it in.
You can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with him.
The 76ers leading by 8. Curry passes to Harris. 41 seconds left to play in the third. Bradley with the ball. Now Payton defending. Free throw line jump shot. The second chance effort. And the rejection by Holmes. To the inside. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 5 assists in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harris kicks to Bradley. Now here's Thybulle. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Harris inside the line. And the miss.
Fantastic defense from Barrett there. It helps big time when he gets.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 6. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Maxey out there with Shake Milton. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Noel. 76ers shooting at 51%. Really solid. Harris against Barrett. Harris outside. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Tell you what, seems like everything he's putting up is finding the net, and right now Harris is simply balling out.
Pass to Holmes. just over a minute played here in the fourth, and it's good. 2 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Inside. Green kicks to Harris. Back to Green. And the rejection by Noel. Off the inbound pass. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
And here is Green. Outside Curry. He kicks to Bradley. Pocket 6. A 3-ball. Good work defensively by Holmes.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. Both free throws good from Holmes. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're in front by 4. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
It's showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
New York calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Knicks with possession here. Here's Holmes. Off target from outside. And so they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 8. 7 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
So the 76ers win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Dave.
Ocean.